So here's what you do. You go here and you type in the following information. So I found a sneaky way to increase your Creativity Program Beta RPM, and I've not come across any YouTube videos that give the same 5 steps that I'm going to go through in this video. And the good thing is these are based on real information from people getting high RPMs. So now the problem that you've got is you probably are in the Creativity Program Beta, and if you are, congratulations, but the problem is your payments don't seem to be getting any higher or any closer to what you'd like to achieve. Now, the solutions to getting higher RPMs on the Creativity Program Beta is one of two. The first one is you can either get multiples of millions of views, which is easier said than done. So regardless of your RPM, you still get paid a decent amount of money. The second option is to raise your RPM, which we're going to focus on in this video. So even if you don't get millions upon millions of views, you still get a pretty decent payout. That sounds good to you? My name is Victor. I'm from CreatorBug, and do drop a big like if that's something that you benefit from. Watch the video up until the end, and do let me know if you've got any questions around this topic. On this channel, we'll talk about growth, monetization, and content strategy for small TikTok accounts and businesses. So feel free to join the club. So the first thing you want to do is go into the TikTok search bar and type in Creativity Program Beta or similar. So you could type in something like how much I got paid on the Creativity Program Beta or Creativity Program Beta payout, as long as the result is going to bring you a list of videos where people talk about how much they've been paid on the Creativity Program Beta. Now, what you want to look for once you've got the results is videos that have an RPM of $1 or above, because the Creativity Program Beta RPM on average is usually around 20, maybe 40 cents. So the closer you get to $1 or above, that means you're higher than the average RPM, and you're really where the money is when it comes to getting paid for views on content. Next thing you want to do is take a deeper dive. You go into each profile, look at their most watched 1 minute plus videos. So this is assuming that you found some accounts from the last exercise that have an RPM over $1, and you're looking at each of these individual accounts. We're talking 5 to 10 accounts. It can be more depending on how heavy or how light you want to go. But I wouldn't go overboard as a starting point. So once you have these 5 or 10 accounts, you go into each profile and look at their most watched 1 minute plus videos. Now, ideally, these should be recent videos. So we're talking in the last week, 2 weeks, in the last month, because TikTok moves very quickly. So you don't want to find content that was relevant a year ago that is no longer relevant. Next thing you want to do is create a simple spreadsheet or grab a notepad and a pen. And what you're going to be doing with this is you're going to be recording what you find from the previous 2 steps on that spreadsheet or on that notepad. And you want to have tabs where you break the information down by, for example, niche, video title, hashtags, like count, etc. as a baseline. And you also want to have how much that creator got paid on the most recent Creativity Program Beta or on the last report that they did based on their Creativity Program Beta payout as well. This allows you to associate how much they got paid with the type of content that they do, and also how the audience responded to that type of content, hence why you'd have the likes. And you can go heavier here again, have a couple more tabs based on any additional metrics that you'd like to record on this exercise, but I would start off light and just keep these baseline data points to start with. Now, what you then want to do is make sure that you review this information and identify the ones that are closest to your goals. So you want to identify the videos that are closest to the type of videos that you want to create, or the niche that you want to get into, or videos that you are able to create if you're not necessarily precious about the niche that those videos are in. If you've got access to what you need to create those videos, then write those down as well. Next thing you want to do is go through the comment sections of the videos that you've narrowed down to. So you're looking for patterns here. Are people just praising these creators, or are they asking questions? Are they showing an interest in seeing more of this content? Are they complaining about stuff that they're not seeing in the videos? Are there a lot of questions that are not being answered? The patterns that you see here could lead to content ideas for the next types of videos that you create. So remember, you're already looking at content and niches that are $1 and above RPM. So you're already there. You're just now identifying what you're going to do on your account exactly. So by looking at the comments, you're finding out what the audience is asking for, and you want to balance that out with the content that the creator is already creating. You don't want to do exactly what they're doing, obviously, but you want to create similar content, but also look at what people are asking for as well and kind of marry those two things together. And what you want to do next is you want to get started creating content. So you've researched, you've narrowed down accounts, you know they're within the high RPM, you know what the audience is asking for. Now, got some really good content ideas. So at this point, you just press record and get started, or gather the tools that you need and the materials that you need. If you don't necessarily show your face on camera, put those videos together similar to what you've seen those creators that are doing well create, so you can get started on that journey towards targeting the same audience as well. What's worth keeping in mind is you want to try and target accounts that are more or less a similar size to yours as well. The bigger the account you target and the far off it is from your account size, then it's unlikely that you're going to be able to compete for the same hashtags, keywords, video titles, etc. But the closer the account is to your size, then that gives you a good advantage of competing as well. Alternatively, if you've not really found some accounts that you narrowed down just as yet, I will just repeat the exercise until you actually find those accounts. Redo steps 1 to 4 until you find those particular accounts. Now, as a bonus point, I would advise as well checking those creators' profile pages, the one that you've narrowed down to see what other options or alternatives they are using to monetize their content. So over and above the creativity program data, what other links, websites are they linking up to? What other products are they selling? What other affiliate products are they sharing on there? So on top of that, you can stack your income streams. You're not only focusing on one, but you've got other opportunities where they're already tapping into to earn money that you can also tap into as well. So ultimately, the goal is to make as much money as you can, right? As a content creator, doing what you love, following your passion, and ultimately getting in a place where you're able to quit your 9-to-5, which is what a lot of people are wanting to do. I'm sure that's what you want to do as well, and that's why you're watching this video. Second bonus point I want to share as well is search outside of TikTok. So if you follow these steps and you're not really seeing any content that's close to what you'd like to, or what you can create and what you've got the time to create, if you go into your browser and type in Google Keyword Planner, this is a free tool that allows you to search topics and keywords, and Google will show you how much the CPMs are for those particular keywords. And obviously, the higher the CPM is on Google, the higher the CPM is going to be on sites like Facebook and TikTok as well, because ultimately the companies that advertise are the same, the audience that they're trying to target is the same regardless of the advertising platform. And of course, the higher the CPM, the higher the amount that the platform is willing to pay the creator as well. Google is the biggest search platform on the planet and potentially the biggest advertising platform on the planet as well. So the results you get on Google are most likely going to be very closely aligned to results that you would get if TikTok had a similar tool as well. So don't just stay within TikTok, consider going outside of TikTok as well to research what niches have the highest RPMs that you can create content for. You might also want to see some examples of accounts and niches that have a very high CPM on TikTok that I found upon doing a similar search myself, in which case you should click on the video that is currently on the screen. I will see you in there.